Hi everybody, this is Kimberly with Journal Breeze. I'm going to set my timer. I'll probably have to do a little reset, but I'm aiming for one that's not too long. Thanks for stopping by. I'm happy to see you. I know it's been a while. I've moved to a different space that gives me more room on my tabletop, and hopefully that, and I also have better lighting, and I'm hoping that this will invigorate me to do videos a little more often. So let's get down to it. Today I am doing my design team project for Chapter 1 papers, and I am highlighting their new kit. This is one of the pages. It's called Pink Summer Blossoms, and I also used pink. It's called Blue and Pink Bouquet, I think, and I used Pink Floral, my all-time favorite. So check those out. I will have a discount code in the description box that you can use on anything at all that you buy in their store, and it's good for 30 days, or any digitals that you buy in their store. So what I'm going to be showing you today are three different folios. They are distinct, but they're not that distinct from each other. But the basis of three folios that are done a little bit differently, and I'm using their different papers for each one. Literally, I am so excited about these kits together that I couldn't help myself. It wasn't really that I was trying to think up three things. I just kept getting new and new ideas. And I was sort of inspired to make some folios because when I made this folio a short time ago, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks, there's pictures in my Instagram, I used papers from TaylorMade Journals, and it was a pretty big hit on Instagram. And so I was asked to do a tutorial, and honestly, it was just so intuitive. It had absolutely nothing to do with anything that I really thought about, and so I just couldn't come up with doing a tutorial. Now, these collage sheets are different than the sheets in this package, or in this new kit, because they're just really collaged, heavily collaged to start with. Mostly what I did in this was kind of find ways to cover up areas so it didn't seem like it was too overwhelming. But I had a great time doing it. It was really fun. I layered in the pockets, and it just added a lot of things to highlight other things. It was a lot of fun. And so I put together these sort of as the base, based on that, and then the amount of collaging or whatever, will be a next step. But this one is, the difference with this one is that it has this lip where you can put, anything you might want. This is part of the paper. And I was trying different pictures on the front. So that's one. This is another. Such a cute picture of these kids, isn't it? They're so sweet. That old house back there with the pretty little trim, very Victorian. A car, so it's obviously 20th century. But they're so cute. Oh my gosh. It's a little white. And then there's this one. And that, I think, is also a contender. And this one has all this writing on the background. It was a postcard. 1912, Oklahoma. Papa, niece on right. And Janelle Gordon McGowan on left. So I think if I used this one, I would do something to highlight the edges. And then lastly, there's this one that looks good tucked in all the way. I think the coloring's good. I'd feel compelled to cut this off, leave this on and cut that off, but this is a postcard from all that not long ago. And I love these stamps. So when I bought it, I thought, okay, I'm going to cut this out and use it somewhere else. But it is a really cute postcard, and it really looks cute on here if I cut that off. So, I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comments. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, oops, or 4. Okay, so let's look inside. I tried different laces, by the way, but because this was stripped down here, it just didn't look good to have another strip down here. And even bringing the lace to here, it just really didn't give the kind of look I wanted. So this is how it opens up. I added these pockets. I'm going to open it all the way. I added these pockets because this is actually this, but in my typical fashion, I did a double print, and so it came out, it's matching, which is really just because this got double printed on top of this, and it came out very, very red. I made these slides from that, the inside of that one and this one, and I really like them. So I thought, well, I'm going to use it. So it's got these pockets. And what I did on this one that was different than what I did on the yellow one is that I glued the front to the back in here. And then I tucked in the folds and then glued the rest of it. Only I didn't do a very good job of gluing it. So next time I would be more careful with that. But I like how that turned out. So decorating here, decorating here, decorating in here. And now if you put these back, I like how these look together, and then with this beautiful white flower in the middle. This is one of my all-time favorite fabrics by them. Absolutely all-time favorite. I'm trying to think which kit it's from. I think it's the pink floral. So now, what do these look like? So these open up two different ways. This one opens up like this, and you get that look, which is gorgeous, bringing in the browns. And it also opens up like this. This is my second favorite paper, or my also favorite from the newest kit, Pink Summer Blossoms. Oh, I just love it. And it's got this wonderful basket over here that shows up right here. I use it another time so you'll be able to see it better. But this leaves lots of room, maybe more pockets, lots of room. This one opens up, let's see, opens up like this. So this has a lot of room for pockets, or maybe collaging, depends what I do. I also feel like this can be covered with something if I want, because it's super faded. And the other side looks like this. So this and this are from the new kit. This is from the new kit, and so is that. So it's a pretty big folio. Turn it over if you preferred this side for your inside. Then it would look like this. All gorgeous papers. Oh my goodness, so much to do. So that will be, of course, the next step I take. Maybe I'll get a little done today, but for right now I just wanted to show you the bases. So what took me so long, if you read my Instagram post, to do the copies, or do the prints, not really the copies, is getting this side and this side to line up in such a way that what was hidden wasn't a big deal to me. That was a lot harder than you might think on every single one of them. And partially that's because, or what I did to remedy it, I don't know what it was because of, but this one I didn't tuck in. I actually cut it off. And instead of tucking it in between, I put it on the outside to give it that lip, to give it that tuck spot. But this one is tucked in. So what I ended up doing to get it to work, because I was just making so many copies, and then the back would be upside down and the front would be right side up, and so, and mind you, I'm using 3 kits, so it just was whatever it was. My printer, I was doing it manually, I was doing it automatically, my printer will automatically flip. So I ended up doing flips in my printer. The interface that goes to your printer. So in other words, I went in and I made sure that every single paper was right side up, not upside down when it printed. So right side up. And then I just had to try making 2 backs come together and see if it would work out. I don't know if there's a formula for that, but for me, when I'm trying to hide what's over here, this paper's this. So I was hiding this, not because I don't love it, I do, but I just wanted to, for this one, hide it. So to get this to come out on the right side for the one that's below it was, well, then I changed the one that was below it so that it wasn't such a problem. So if you try to put 2 together that need to be exact, it's just difficult. So that's why I ended up having a lot of copies, but that's okay because I'll use them. And you can see coming up, I put a lot of ones that I double copied that weren't going to work together so I could do another tuck-in on another version. So this is what I would call version 1, and pretty good idea of what's coming down the pike. So this was folded 3 times 4, and this was folded twice, and part of it cut off. But if it hadn't been cut off, it would have been under here. Okay, that's first. Next, we have this one. Now it's not glued together. I might have time to glue them together with you. But did I decide to make another brown inside? I think I did. And the reason I decided to make this the inside instead of the outside is because my favorite part of this paper is this beautiful basket on a tilt. This is very Victorian, this print, and it's truly fabric. You can tell that it was, but it also is a fabric print, not a wallpaper, not something that they made. And I love it so much that I wanted to make sure that it was on the cover. But I think these would have been just as beautiful on the inside. Now, I'm going to show you how to fold, which is the tricky part. So first of all, I'm going to put them inside here. And this one, you can see it came out upside down. And this just didn't look good upside down. So rather than toss it out, I just am using it that way. Now, I think what I'm going to do so that these can stay, so this one got cut a little bit tinier than the back one. I think what I'm going to do is put some glue on part of it. But part of the problem is that it gets too, the glue goes too far over, and then I have trouble because it spreads. Okay. All of these had, white borders. I didn't want to make it as tall as 8.5, so they all had white borders, and that's what I had to cut off. Okay. All right. So the folding is the hardest part of this whole thing, and it's not hard. It's just a matter of figuring out, what you want to have be primary, what you want to show. So I wanted, let's hope I remember, yeah, so I decided that I'm going to hide that again. Sorry, I'm going to hide it. Maybe a partial hide? Yeah, I'm going to hide it. Okay, let me think. And then, okay, so this was going to go in here. And then this is going to bend in, and this is going to go to there. Yeah, because that's beautiful. Okay, so what I'm going to do, well, let me do the other side first. Okay, so this one looks like that. And again, I love this, but I think this, does this look like this? Did I do one the same? Oh my gosh, did I? Oh my gosh. Oh no. Okay, I don't really want to do it the same. Okay, maybe what I did then. Now I want this to show, I remember. Oh, okay, maybe I glued it on here then. Okay, what I really want is for this to show. I'm going to try it like this. Maybe this is what I did. Oh, sorry, you guys. Okay. I know I want that to show. It's looking a little upside down, isn't it? Oh no, I flipped it. Yeah, the original is like that. And I flipped it because I wanted the writing down here where I was more likely to put a pocket. Okay, let's see. If we put that in a little bit. Okay, if I put this in like this. Okay, and then go like that. Okay, wait, it's not going to fold. I'm going to fold it like this. I mean, I could cut part of this off and then save that instead of gluing the whole thing in there. I think I'm going to. It just seems a pity to waste it all. Okay, I'm going to go like this. Okay. Oh. I don't know that I want that border not to show. I want the border to show. Border makes cutting it tricky because they don't go all the way to the edge of the paper no matter what. So when you're cutting to match them front and back, you have to cut more off of one than another sometimes because the borders are a little bit different. There you go. It's so cute though. I didn't want to miss it. Let's put a little bit of well, oh, here it is. Okay. I'm hoping to have time to show you a fun ephemera idea that I have. It uses hooks and eyes. And one of the pieces of ephemera that comes with the kit just seemed to be calling out for it. But I got to do a little finagling to make it work. Okay. And then this side doesn't really need much. I can fiddle around with that closer to preparing once the folding's done. Okay, so what I have to do, I'm just going to try it out before I actually glue it in, just in case I'm still messing up. Okay, so that's good. And you noticed on this one that I sewed all the way around the edge, and still it fell out. And I had it paper clipped, and it doesn't really show. I picked a thread that would, you know, not stand out on purpose. Okay, and then this will go like this. Okay, that's perfect. So what I wanted was to have this. This is the back of a piece of fabric. And I just love that. I love that they did a back. We do that in quilting sometimes when the fabric is too bright. And then that'll go out to there. Now it could be glued here also. But I don't know that that really adds anything. What do you think? Oops, I'm kind of off camera. It's kind of pretty. It's less abrupt. You know, I think I'm going to put it on top. Yeah, I think it looks good actually. And interestingly enough, this stem seems to be kind of going into those leaves. Okay, that's what I'll do. So I'm going to glue that down entirely. So let me just paper clip this. This is 32-pound paper, HP. It's not presentation paper, it's called premium. And it prints better than presentation paper. It's got a much prettier color. Presentation paper, I think, dulls things. And this is very, very bright. And so the colors are, you know, exactly what you expect when you hit print. Okay. Then this one, this is the part I don't want here. I like it, but it's just not going to work here. Okay, so it would be the part that goes inside. So let's just turn that. Oh, and this is the other side, and I didn't want this to show. Okay, so these are my two least favorite edges. Not that I don't like them, but they are my least favorite. And then this is going to go. How is this going to go? I think this was going to end up like that. Yeah, I like that. The other way would be to do something where this was, but it's too much brown. Okay. Love brown. Really into brown. Really want the earth colors. Looking forward to fall. Okay. I need to. And this. Okay, so that's not going to show no matter what. Maybe it is. Let's see. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay. So one side will go in, and then this cute. Okay, I need to cut this. I will definitely put the names of the kits I used in the description box. It's only 3, but still. And I'm also going to bring in some things from, you know, some other makers when I get to the ephemera. I think I might have pulled from some other kits for the ephemera, too, that are in Chapter 1 Papers collection. I'll have to check that and make sure I get that description box correct for you. They really go together well. Oops, I've already cut that. Okay. Love how incredibly embossed that looks. It just worked out beautifully. Beautifully. There we go. Hope you guys are doing well. Wondering if you're getting the winter in August in Australia, and if you're getting the heat waves like we are this week. Can't complain. It's been a very, very cool summer. So, no complaints. School's starting here in LA anyway. I think in part they do it to get the kids into air conditioning in case they don't have it. Okay. Alright, so then that's going to go there. And then I want this to bend up, so I'll go like this. And like that. Okay. So then like this. And like that. Okay. So this is asking for a very, no, wrong color. That might work out well. Yeah, I think that might work out really well. Okay, so then I'm going to bend this. There we go. I've got my basket. Of course, this can be further decorated. Open it up. Oh, just feels so vintage. So incredibly vintage. So cozy. And we've got, let me open it up like this. Whoops. Shoot, it fell out. I have to show when it's falling out. Sorry. Oh, there's just no way to. Here we go. I don't know that I would sew again on another one. Maybe. I mean, it certainly holds it in. Oh, I was going to put that on the outside. That's right. Okay, so let's set that up right. Okay. Is it just me, or do you guys forget stuff really quick, too? I'm telling you. Ugh. Sometimes when I forget, what I come up with is even better. So it's not all bad. There we go. Okay. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. So it'll be like, oh. Okay. Okay. So this then oh, I just love this. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. Gorgeous. Oh, covering it up is going to be hard for me. Look at that. Look at how beautifully that goes with that. Oh my gosh. Oh, I just love it. Love it, 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 love it. Tell me if you love it as much as I do. Please, let me know. Am I absolutely out of my mind? I hope not. Okay. All right. Number 3. Number 3 uses another of my very favorite ones from that older kit, which in my computer I call Glorious Large Scale Kit. That is not what they named it. It's something like Pink and Blue Bouquet or something like that. And it's just fabulous large scale prints. Okay, so this is this side minus most of that. And this is this side when you open it up. The closed version make sure you can see all this. Okay, I love this. I love this fabric. So that brown and that basket, that Victorian basket, these are my favorite fabrics, favorite papers, large scale, just love, with the right colors and the right feel. This is a very textured paper. You can see the embroidery, thread. You can see the fabric. It was an upholstery weight fabric. Oh, it's just gorgeous. So this is what you're going to get on the inside. And then this is what you're going to get on the outside. Well, this one was tricky because I actually want that to be what shows. Isn't that a cool feel? Oh, the colorway. Oh my gosh. Oh, I just love it. Oh, don't you feel like you've stepped back in time? I just can't get over it. I just love it so much. But I wanted to be white, red. You know, I felt like these had to be bright. And then this sort of fades away. Plus it'll have pockets and things anyway. But these guys will be on the outside. If I fold this one up exactly, it could also go this way. But then I didn't feel like that went as well with the beige background of this one. And it's just too bright. So, this is not a double sheet. This is from, I think, Pink Floral, the Pink Floral kit. Or this might be, yeah, I think it is. Pretty sure it is. And I love the black lettering. You know, it helped with this. I mean, you could definitely play with this, use this. Just stunning. So it'll make a beautiful cover. Although I like the back a whole bunch too. And so, what I'm going to do on this one is I'm going to cut it down. Now again, they designed these to be a tall journal. That's what these were designed for. And we'll make a beautiful one. Even this one. This one's from, I think, Pink Floral Kit too. But I'm going to make them work for me. Here. So I am going to, let's see, am I going to cut off all of it? I don't think I can cut off all of it. I just want to say something about the yellow journal. Where's that? What I did on the yellow journal was I took this paper and I wrapped it around to the front. And then I folded the corner back. I added these, but this folded to the front. And this one also did. Yeah, it folded to the front as well. And I made a pocket out of it. So that's another option. I happen to love the fabrics I'm picking, and so I don't want to cover them up. But I have to cover up a little bit in order to glue this down, and then have this fold to here. Now, I don't want to glue this whole back. I want that to show. So I have this much space to play with. So if I was to cut this and just glue that much, I've got to make sure that what I have showing, okay, depending on how much I cut off, that's how much of a window I have to play with. And I hate covering that up. If I do that, and I do that, see, I hate to cover all of that up. So let's start by ripping this much. Let's just see. Is that straight? No. Bummer, I have to use scissors. I like that torn edge. Okay, so let's fake it. Let's do a little fake. Whoops. Okay, so this much will be lost on the back. And this much will be left to play with, which is what I love. I love this colorway. So I'm going to do I want to have that show? Or would I want to have this show? I do like that. Let's see if I can possibly glue down this. Let's see. Oh, that might work. Should we just go for it? When I was a quilter, you can imagine that my quilts were filled with a bazillion different fabrics. I didn't just pick 5 or 6 and, put them into interesting blocks. Oh no, not me. I used one quilt, was all beautiful, gorgeous, fine cotton plaids. Very, very beautiful, like some were predominantly aquas and some were predominantly golds and some were mixed. Actually, I won a big award for that quilt. It was a very long quilt with all of these plaids cut into triangles and put together, and so it just undulated all over the place with light and color, and oh God, it was stunning. And then the edges of the quilt were silk. It was a beautiful quilt. I don't even have it out because I'm so afraid of it getting faded because there's so many skylights up here and windows down there, so I don't want to have it wrecked. Okay, so I'm going to glue it on. Let's see what happens. Hope I'm happy with the results. That's what I have to say. see. Okay. Good. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right, so then this, let's see, so I'm going to go like that. No. I have to go like this. No. Go like this. Yeah. Yeah, I want to end up with these three on the top. Oh my gosh. It's going to be hard. There we go. Okay. So it's flapping over. Oh, what is my problem? This paper is like a memory, and it's not letting go of it very easily. Okay. Let's see, there we go. All right. It's succumbed. Okay. Oops. Okay. Well, I would have liked to have gotten this whole other flower in there, but the only way to do that would be to have more of this taken away. And I love this. Okay, so, and this is going to look really great with that. Okay, so let's do this other side. Now, the goal on this one is to have as much of that. Actually, this is really pretty. So, if I were to put if it went like that, then this, would be inside, and this boringness would be like that. And I want this to be on the outside. So, if I go like this, what I decided was I needed to put it in like that, but you can't. The tricky thing is, it's a folio, so it has to stay. Or anyway, I'm going to have it stay within the confines of the cover. So what I came up with last night was that these would be at the top, and I was going to put it in such a way that it folded like this. But too bad, because that's really pretty too. It doesn't look as good as that though with that. Okay, and this is so pretty. So I think I'm going to have this here. Okay, let's paper clip this. Here. So if that's like that, and this, so there's no way, because then it's boring again. Perfect coloring though, so I definitely want it on the outside. So what I figured out last night is that I had to fold this in almost to like 4. But that's not the most exciting part. That's more exciting. Okay, let's see. If I go like that, and then I go like, I could cut that off. Okay, hold on. You know what? I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to cut that off. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm pretty sure that's what I decided I had to do, is take off this. And then, or even more, because I think that is very pretty. There we go. Oh, that took some doing. I did figure it out last night, but I think I figured it out a little different. So let's rip, or could turn and add a little spice. Okay, there we go. I like that. I think that looks good. I don't think it's even. I'm going to have to cut that down. Yeah. Assuming that I have it square. Do I? Yeah. So this is, I ripped it off. Didn't rip it quite right, so I'll fix that. But this will be the outside. Or no, wait. Yeah. Okay, so this will be the book. And then this will be, if I leave that lip, or maybe I don't want the lip. The lip is sort of detracting a little bit, isn't it? Let's see, what if we turned it the other way? Because honestly, I don't want to cover this. I mean, maybe a little collage piece, but I don't want to cover it. I really like it too much to cover it. And then this opens up like that, and this opens up like that. What do you think? I think it's so yummy. Oh my God. Yum, yum. I'm going to take another copy of this, and I'm going to cut out the bottom, and I'm going to paste it over it to form a pocket. And I've cut out just a lot of different labels and things from various kits to decorate with. And then there's lots and lots of, this is another slide I made with my square paper punches. And this is journaling cards that come with this new kit. This one I'm going to try to put in a tuck like that so that these little things can be pulled out. I think that's cute. Some of these old tags from, I think this is from one of their earliest kits, Antique Florals. This is from the newer kit. So is that. So is that. sterling card. This is from a magazine. This is wallpaper. And I just think it goes so well. So I'm going to have to cut it down a bit, but I'm going to utilize that. These are from older kids. But they go well. It's from this kit. Older kit. Oh, I wanted to show you the okay, there's a lot of very cool seed packets. I double printed everything. But this one, what I'm going to do on this one is I'm going to cut it here, and I'm going to glue this on top of here. So it's going to have a flap on either side. And then I got these hooks and eyes. Who knows how old that plastic bag is? And I'm gonna hook and eye it together. So I'm gonna have a gap if I can, and connect them. There's 2 different sizes on this one. So probably the small, and maybe I'll do 2 or 3 because they're decorative. Oh, look at this. I've never opened this before. Look at that. It's the back of a bra. You can tell. It's back when they were totally cotton. How fun. I got that idea from Crafty Cat. Big, heavy-duty ones. Yeah, I think fun things can happen with these. There's a bunch of loose ones in the bottom. So I'll come up with a couple of small black ones. But yeah. So that's it, you guys. That's my design team project. I will come back and show you maybe I'll come back as I go along, and you can watch that, or maybe just when I do a flip through. You tell me what you would like to see. That will help me decide, okay? So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.